Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking on the video, and we are here for Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Season 4, Episode 2. I did not write the title down, but it will be in the title of this video. So let's just get into it. Justine and Mikey. So she tells the family that they're getting married, and Mama said, I need a minute. Like, she wasn't ready and she just needed to process all of that but I'm just like, what did y'all, I mean, it is kind of fast, but he got engaged to her in 9 days. So why are y'all surprised that he want to get married to her already? I just feel like it was selfish of both of them for his children's visit, that apparently he hasn't seen his children in about 2 years. So for you to make that day pretty much about a wedding and not let them really get the time to spend with their daddy, I don't know. I felt the way about that. But sister didn't really like it either, and she was already harping about honesty, and you already starting off with a lie. Mama crying, and she like, I would just wish he would have told me. And I feel like Michael's mama and Justine's mama was on two totally different pages, because Justine mama like, I think they need to wait, and his mom is just like, I just wish he would have told me. And it's just like, no. I need us to be on the same page about this. They don't need to get married right now, period. Like, right now at all. So like, what are we doing right now? I'm sorry for the pause. I got these notes like kind of all over the place, but I really feel like that's the only thing that happened with them. And they're gonna show, I mean, next week, them going down to the jail and getting married. So let's move on to Ty and Hottie. So Ty meets up with her friend Brittany at the bridal shop to shop for wedding dresses. And Brittany, when Ty showed up, she was like, she already know that her friend is a nutcase, and she ain't really here for the mess. I can tell that Brittany is that one friend that keep it real with Ty and tell her, bitch, you crazy, and why is you talking to all these inmates? And so I feel like Ty tells this friend half truths, so her friend won't read her down. Because that friend looked like she would read her completely down. I feel like she didn't do it this episode in this scene because Ty was emotional and she was crying. So like I said, they're dress shopping, and she picks this black dress because she's a mortician. So she's just like, that would be cool for me to have a black dress. But she didn't like it. And when she tried it on, she came out of the room, and the friend was like, I don't like it. And she was like, okay. And Ty got down off the step real fast. And Brittany like, are you crying? And she's like, no, I just want to go home. And she's like, girl, you is crying. Why are you crying? And she was like, because I don't like the way I look. She like, look at my arms. And when she said that, I was just like, ooh, I'm going to take the time out to ignore the crazy to say, I feel you on that, because I've struggled with my weight for majority of my life, and ain't no worse feeling than going in the dressing room and you feel like a water buffalo. Like nothing looks good, and then don't let your hair not be done on top of that. So you just like, I'm just fat in here. So I felt bad for her, and I really did understand, and I, am compassionate that, what is it called? Body dysmorphia? I don't know. But not being confident in how your body looks and not loving the way your body looks as it is right now, I still struggle with that. So I understand, Ty, and I'm with you, boo, and it's gonna be okay. Cause some days I love me, and I'm you bad. Cause I think I'm fine. I don't care what nobody else say. I think that the face card, it never declines. It's always valid. It's just this fupa be fupa, but that ain't never stopped niggas before. So you know, you gotta take the good with the bad. Some days you're gonna feel like that bitch, and sometimes you're gonna feel like it's not giving, but that's okay. Like that's life. We just gotta get better and try to love ourselves the way we are every single day, and try to work towards getting to where you want to be. That's all you can do, child. I'm debating if I'm gonna work out after this. I'm probably not, but I'm gonna get on top of it tomorrow, child. My birthday is at the end of this month, and I need to quit playing. But at this point, at the headspace I'm in right now, I don't even care. I'm cute. I'm learning how to do my makeup better. Like I said, face card valid. This belly gonna be what it is. My fiance ain't complaining, so you know. Anyway, enough about that. So after that, after she go dress shopping, she gets a phone call while she's in the dressing room from another inmate. This man said, "Yes, Richie the Eighth." I said, "Not Richie the Eighth." Nigga, what? But okay. So Richie the Eighth says, he calling to get some money on his books. He said, "You was finna send me some money. What happened? Because you ain't sent it to me yet, and I've been waiting on it." So she like, "Oh yeah. I'm gonna send it to you. Don't worry about it. I'm finna send it right now." So Brittany like, "Oh, that's," she like, "Who was that?" And she like, "Oh, that's just my friend." And that what made me feel like Ty don't be telling this friend the truth and nothing but the truth, because she had the lie and say, "Oh no, we just friends. We just friends," because that friend was gonna tell her something. Then I just wanted to touch on this, the little small mini scenes that they be doing. So you mean to tell me Ty Daddy in her life, and she up here cutting the food like this? So you have a present today. He is currently active in your life. Maybe he's not doing enough of this is bullshit. Maybe that enough of that is not going on, because I seen the man. She was showing him all of her files of her inmates, and he just like, "Girl, you need to work for the FBI." And it's like, "Sir, you need to tell your daughter that this is not the tea. Because how are you present and this is still going on? Like, what happened? Somebody effed up somewhere. Somebody dropped the ball. And I want to know who it was. And why and how. Because it's not, the math ain't mathing for me." Just like, Ty, I looked at that, I said, "Ty Daddy?" Girl, what? You got a present father in your life, and you out here doing this shit. I ain't have my daddy, and I'm not doing this kind of shit. Girl, bye. Anyway, so next we cut to the scene where Ty is laying across her bed, and her cousin calls her. Her cousin Michelle calls her, and she's like, "Girl, nothing. I'm just down here at the studio. Why don't you come holler at me real quick? I need to talk to you." So Ty goes down to the studio, and Ty tells her that I'm engaged, and me and Hottie getting married. And she was like, "I talked to Hottie a couple of days ago, and he told me he was engaged, but it wasn't to you, bitch. He said he's engaged to Boston." So here this fool get to going tearing up, and I'm just like, why are we surprised? Like, how do y'all let these niggas trick y'all from behind bars? That is shit is just beyond me. But she walked out crying, and she's like, "I need answers, and I need them now." So she on her way to go get some answers, gonna flip a table on the way. Let's skip over to Jessica and Dustin. Let me figure out who this is. Jessica she was a nurse. I know who this is. This is the other airhead I was referring to in my last video. She was a nurse for the prison for 13 years. She saw this fool look up at her from a card game at the damn jail, fell in love, and quit her job. This lady is in her 40s with children. Post a 15-year a marriage that ended in divorce. Then another marriage that only lasted 9 months because that husband slept with a mutual friend of theirs. And it's just like, so all of y'all just ignore red flags and just be making terrible decisions when it comes to men. And then y'all get on TV and tell people about it. And then here come the YouTubers to come and drag you. Because this is what? You left a 13-year nursing career getting good money to be with this nigga? Talking about the DOC blocking her from visiting. Yeah, bitch, because you weren't supposed to fuck the inmate. Like, what? Y'all be risking y'all whole lives for niggas that y'all don't even know. Then, get this, 16-year age difference. That couple name from the last season of this is escaping me. But I think y'all know who I'm talking about. The girl that wrote the letter. She was an older lady and he was way younger than her. And she wrote a letter saying that she was somebody else, trying to basically bait him and see if he was going to talk to somebody else. It's giving that couple. And you better hope he don't seem as ignorant, but you better hope that he don't get out and cut a fool with you, which he probably will. Like I said, her friend is concerned about her and the kids, and she doesn't seem to be. At least all the kids are going to be fine. I mean, Bailey's concerned, but it'll be fine. Let's zip over to her and Bailey, which is her older daughter. They're out having dinner, and the daughter is voicing her concerns, and she like, so what if he get out and he end up going back in? Like, then what you gonna do? And you talking about he got a home when he come out. Well, where is that exactly? And the mama said, well, I was thinking we can go to Tennessee. And she like, who? Me and you? Oh, girl. She like, I'm in your homeschool, so I don't see, why you don't have to leave a high school. She like, but I'm at the end of my, I got a couple of months left. And you trying to move to Tennessee for this man. And then she get in her confessional and says, I don't think she's putting him over her family, but that's basically what she meant. She trying not to be, trying not to make her mama feel away. But your mama is putting this nigga above y'all. She is, because she ain't even asked. She brought it up at dinner. And don't seem like she was finna bring it up to you until you asked her about it. I'm just like, y'all really be just sitting up here putting y'all kids through the ringer like this? For men you do not know, incarcerated, that will tell you anything. Chelsea and Mikey, they didn't really have it wasn't a lot going on. Chelsea ended up being late for work, and when she get there, her coworker is like, why were you late? Like, I just have to do all these rooms and I'm just about finished with this one, so hurry up. And she talking about, oh well, while I was on my way, Mikey's sister texted me and told me that he had a mini stroke and they rushed him to the hospital. So you might not hear from him for a couple of days. And that sound like some overlay for the underplay type shit. Cause what? And then the sister talking about she can't FaceTime because her connection is spotty. And she also said that his connection in the hospital is spotty. And I'm just like, y'all got to be shitting me. And she really believes it. And her coworker was like, I think that's a crock of shit. And I think he's a catfish. Don't know really why. Maybe I missed something. Why she think he's a catfish. Because this man been, learning sign language. And unless somebody playing you good bread in jail to take the time to learn sign language to catfish somebody on the outside, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but maybe I missed something because that didn't make sense to me. Because she said she thinks that she's that Mikey is a catfish, but whatever. Then the sister said, not the sister, I'm sorry. Chelsea says in her confessional, well, fuck her if she believes that he's a catfish, because he's not. And I'm just like, yeah, bitch, you delusional. Moving on to, this is a newer couple, Mark and Sincere. Mark is a software engineer. He a bunch of stuff, and he said he make about $600,000 a year. So it's nothing for him to pay for inmates commissary versus actually taking people out on dates. And don't do that, because that's not what it is. The real tea is that you probably suck at dating in real life because you corny and you kind of weird, and then like you lack self-confidence. So it's definitely easier for you to pay for inmates. Even the online dating, like I don't know what the dating sites are called, but apparently he was on dating sites and that's not working either. And I'm sure you put how much money you make on there and they still didn't want to fuck you. So you went to inmates who would do pretty much, some of them, not all of them, but will pretty much do or say anything for you to continue to support them like you've been doing. She found her a sucker. Because I'm sure you told that girl that you make a lot of money. She's talking about, oh, I just think he's so sexy. And I'm just like, girl, you was a lying ass. You ain't been more think that this man was sexy. Because he's not. No disrespect, but he's not attractive. And it's just like, if you make $60,000, then why you ain't, like, first of all, you look homeless. You look like you need a bath. And why, if Ty can get her teeth done with the love during a lockup check, then you should be able to take your regular check from your job that you're making $60,000 a year from, $600,000 a year from, and get your teeth done. Like, what are we doing? Then he goes to his friend Penthouse, an equally lame, corny friend, but has a little self-confidence about himself because he has money, is coaching him during the phone call with this girl. I said, she finna play you. She finna play you real good. Because she sound like she lying when she say she think you sexy. And I'm sure that you led with money because you don't lead with looks. I'm sorry. I just had to say it like that. I didn't know a nicer way to put that. That's no disrespect. You might be a beautiful person. However, people ain't looking at you and more than likely going like, ooh, he fine as hell. And then you tell them you got $60,000, you start to look a little bit better. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's really all I had on the notes for them. See how that goes. And last, but certainly not least, is Melissa and Louie. This weirdo done drove to his old high school to look around and tell us, oh, me and my friends used to walk past the school 100 times a day because that's where Louie and his friends used to sit. And if Louie looked at us, then we all be set for the rest of the day. And I'm just like, it's giving obsessed. It's giving blast from the past. Because, girl, what? Now, like I told you, she a mail carrier. He want to screw her in the truck. This fool want to drive down to the school grounds and pretend like they back in high school and he actually wanted her. And she wants to fuck him on school grounds. She's like, I want to drive to Junior Drive, which I'm assuming that that's where the school is. And I want to screw him on Junior Drive. And I'm like, that's weird. And you need to work whatever this is out in therapy. It's giving you weren't popular at all. And now that the popular guy is giving you some attention, you being extra thirst McGurst. And I hate that for you. It's giving super thirsty. Like, yikes. So then, not only that, she takes it up a notch and then she drive by his old house. And at first, I think he's weirded out by it, but he's trying to play it cool. He was like, oh, what are you doing over there? And she's like, oh, I just wanted to see where you used to live. And she's telling us, yeah, this is where I used to go down. Not for me, but for him. And I'm just like, are you not embarrassed? Like, what? What? Then he tells her, oh my God, you should call my mom and let her know that you're over there. I think that would bring up some cool memories. And she was like, you don't think that's weird, like calling your mom? And he was like, no, I think she'll think it's great. Meanwhile, he has an older Italian woman that sounds like she from Jersey and sounds like she don't take no shit neither. And not to be stereotypical, but an old Italian lady is an equivalent to Big Mama, Madea, Nana, Big Mama. And you don't fuck with them. And if they don't like you, they don't like you. And they'll tell you how they feel and not care about it afterwards. They'll look you dead in your face and tell you ugly and they don't like you and then continue eating their dinner. So, Miss Mamas, you better get ready because she's not going to like you because you're an airhead. I don't think she wants that from her son. She's going to call you a bimbo. She was giving very much, oh my God, it's this book that I have read several times called Lady Killers. The author is escaping me, but it's about this Italian American woman, and she's a lawyer, and one of the girls that used to pick on her back in high school is getting beat up by her boyfriend and basically needs help to get away from him. That's all I could think of. If you read that book, comment down below and let me know if Melissa didn't give Trish Gambone, because that was her name in the book. Child, that is all I could think of. And now when I read the book again, I have a face to put with the character. Child, this is going to be a mess. We got a bunch of fools on here. And I can't wait to see what they're going to give us. But thank y'all so much again for clicking on the video. If I didn't tell y'all in the last video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my review. And I'll talk to you guys later on.